Hi everybody, Alan here, aka the Sad Old Git. Today I'm in a graveyard that's actually quite personal to me, as both of my grandparents are here. I'm in my hometown of Walsall in the West Midlands, and this is James Bridge Cemetery. Have to be honest, I think I've bitten off more than I can chew, as I do not remember this place being this big. But we'll go for a little walk around, we'll see what we can find. If I see the relatives as we pass it, we'll say a quick hello, and we will maybe even fill a couple of find a grave requests, you never know. So let's go for a little walk around. So it's been a long time since I've been here. Well, I do remember this grave, and I can tell you without even looking, it's in the name of Nightingale. There it is. You'll never forget this one. I'll try and get a better shot of it in a moment from a bit further along. Shots. I haven't been here for well over 12, 13 years plus. I really just don't remember it being this big. You know? I mean, could this be the biggest cemetery in Walsall? I don't know. So now there. I'm going to try and squeeze as much in as I can today. I do have time restraints, unfortunately, so maybe, just maybe, depending on how popular this video turns out to be, this could turn into a two-parter. It was fascinating that there's a random house just there. People still living in it, I can hear the dog barking. Right. Just trying to get my bearings. Bear with me. We'll go this way. Just how much this place has changed since I was last here. So there's a lot of history in here. I don't know if there's any famous people in here per se. There might be, I genuinely don't know. But these graves, they go back a long, long time. I mean, just look here. I'll try my hardest not to fall over and give you all a good look if I can help it. Just extend my stick out a bit, that's as far as I can. This part of the cemetery, graveyard I'm going to call it, I probably would consider to be the abandoned part. I might be wrong, but on these particular graves, so far I haven't seen any flowers in any of them. There's a few over here, but still get visited. See, there you go, over then. That one. Just realised that's a child's grave. Didn't realise to begin. I don't normally record those. I literally don't remember any of this at all when we used to come here. 1871, 1888. Really stood the test of time. There's some works going on over there. Last time I came here, that was all effectively wasteland with a random pub in the middle of it. Some of these as well. I don't think I'm likely to find them, but I am also just doing some find a grave requests while I'm here. There's only 6, but I think realistically it's probably a bit of a needle in a haystack. According to Find the Grave itself, a lot of this place has already been photographed, so I suspect the 6 outstanding are the ones that can't be found. What I'm not going to do is obviously start clambering over to get to some of those, so we'll just kind of go from the outside. But like I was saying, every one of these videos, I always try to keep this as respectful as I can. So if any members of the public suddenly appear, maybe I'll just stop recording for a minute and wait till they've moved on, or you may suddenly get a jerky camera angle when I've suddenly turned it around. Hopefully that won't be the case, because I think this side of the cemetery is largely abandoned. So this steps right out to the middle there, look. A little bit newer, yeah, 93, 86, these are slightly newer. Well, they're new, but they're not new, if you get what I mean. Get the camera in here. Just walk down here to give you all the shots of these here. Because of time restraints, if I can't get as much of this done as I'd like today, I'll monitor the video to see how popular it is. And, if there's enough people watch it, and enough people are interested, feel free to leave comments if you want to see more of this place. And when I get an opportunity, I will do my hardest to come back and do some more. Quick spin around, go. I really do not remember this place being like this show. These seem to be, these ones seem to be more the 40s and the 50s. Well, that was 38, 43, 52. I suppose it's possibly a mixed bag really, isn't it? And sadly we've got some here that unfortunately haven't really survived the test of time. Let's have a little look at what we've got here then. So we've got, excuse me, my hand is freezing around the stick, let me just move that over. So we've got 19, 44 and 89 respectively, 81, 44, 1970. So yeah, I get the feeling maybe these go up in years, perhaps, depending on the section, I'm not sure. 44, 46, 44, 85, 63. This one here, and oh, we have a war grave here as well. Thank you for your sacrifice. Try walk around. I'm not going to start climbing over. If I can get round it, I will. Otherwise, we'll come back on ourselves in a minute. A few more war graves coming up. We'll just quickly. And if you follow me on TikTok, I did a really short video on Remembrance Day where I just walked up and down the war graves and I added the last post over the top of them, which wasn't too bad a video, if I'm honest with you, if anyone's interested in that one. On TikTok is just the sad old git. Fascinating to see some of the really old ones that have still got flowers on them. It's nice to see that not everybody's forgotten after a certain period of time. 1970, that one. Actually, I can't get to the other side, but we'll start relatives presumably 1950 and 85. Right. So do around here. Just there, 46 and 2008. There's a war grave just in the middle there. Rest in peace, Mrs. Brown. See how far back this place goes. I have to do my research, but I would think this possibly is the biggest cemetery in Walsall. To the best of my knowledge now, they don't take any new burial requests here either. Unless of course you've got a plot reserved. By Dan passed, I want to say 5 years ago. Unfortunately, due to illness, I wasn't able to attend the funeral, so this will be the first time I've been to the grave since. Because I don't live here, so it's difficult to get over. But my granddad's been here since the year before I was born in 1982, so obviously they had a plot reserved already. But my auntie passed recently. I think she wanted her ashes to be interred here, but her husband was told it was full. going to move away because that's a baby grave. I don't want to film that, so. Just trying to get my bearings for the film. Face the wind. And just here, we've got all these ones here as well. Let's see what we can find over here then. This part is where I did see some members of the public wandering around, so I was one of my hobbies not to film anybody finding outfits. There are some right back there as well, but I think due to the weather and time restraints I will leave them today. But if I do get enough requests to come back here, then I will try and spend a lot more time here. But if anybody else is into this sort of thing, in the area, feel free. It's James Smith Cemetery. It's classed as Darliston, maybe Wednesbury, Walsall. Just pop it in to find the grave onto Google Maps. Easy enough to find. See all the way back there, look. I'm just going to walk over here a little bit. Try and get a better shot. Grandparents are definitely around this area somewhere. See if we can spot them at some point. It's been a while, so I can't fully remember. I always sound like a really horrible grandson. Really, I'm not, honestly. And then these are, I suppose you could class again as fairly newer ones. Just like to add on a personal note, it is flipping freezing today. These are kind of doubled up. It's not very often in many cemeteries. Also back to back installs. Saying it, but I really do not remember this cemetery being like this since I was here. Although admittedly back then I wasn't in the habit of, filming for YouTube. I'm not even sure YouTube existed back then when last I was here. I genuinely don't know. So I've just found my grandparents, so we'll go say a very quick hello. There we go. So that's my grandfather Frank. He passed away 1982, year before I was born. And then my nan Ethel, or for reasons unknown, everybody always called her Pat. Nan, I'm going to be honest, I never understood why everybody called you Pat. No, they're a bit thorny, I'm sticking my fingers on those. And there we have it. So, first time I've ever filmed one of my own relatives' graves. My nan once had the faintest idea what I'm talking about. I said to a YouTube, of course. My granddad, obviously he was long gone before. There we go. Grandad, that's you there. Sure, want some flowers. I'll be back, don't worry, I will be back. And there we go, so a shot over here. Nice to see you both. Let's move on. Right. Now there is another grave in here somewhere. Ah, right. I'm going to break my rule on this one occasion because I want to tell a story. Okay. So here we have little Nadine and little Diane. And I'm guessing that's Nadine's mum there. The story behind this is these were two little girls who were walking home, I think they were walking home from school one day. Two little friends holding hands on a footpath as you do. And some, try not to swear here, so I'll just say person, I believe was driving a BMW, decided to mount the footpath. You can obviously see the outcome of that. I think what really makes me feel unwell when I think about this one is the fact that the driver of the BMW then proceeded to complain about the state of his car. My understanding was he had to be taken into police custody for his own safety, quite rightly so. Don't know where that person is, got no intention of naming them because I don't want to give them any recognition whatsoever. If you want to Google it, it is still out there on old news articles online. But yeah, this is just a one-off. I don't normally do this, but I wanted to really share this one, pay a little bit of tribute to these poor little girls. I'm so sorry that to happen to you, I really am. Rest in peace, and of course Mary as well. Such a horrible world we live in sometimes, it really is. Bearings. As I said, I've not been here for a long time, but even before I used to record cemeteries, I did spend a fair bit of time here in my youth walking up and down and just trying to remember if there's any more graves that really stand out or not. So I showed you the Nightingale when I first arrived. That one always, so you can see from here, that one always stands out. That must have cost a fortune. I've got other relatives in here as well, because it's in my hometown, but I couldn't for the life of me tell you who they are. There seems to be anybody around, so I've got a bit more flexibility. Just a quick look here. Sweeping shot around here. I think maybe I've got a great auntie or something in this section if I remember rightly, but not somebody I ever met. I just remember my mum mentioned it once. Shot. There we go. Look at this. And there we have it. So this was James Bridge Cemetery in Walsall. Personal cemetery to me because my relatives being buried here. Absolutely enormous. I mean, I'm very aware that there's probably quite a bit that I've missed today. Genuinely, if I get enough likes and maybe a few comments, people are interested, I will seriously try and get back here. Don't know when it will be. I'm not in the Walsall area very often these days. but I will try my very hardest. But I think for now that's probably as much as we can do for today. I hope you've enjoyed this one. As I say, please feel free to leave likes and comments. It really does mean a lot to me. I will be doing more videos in the near future. There is actually another cemetery in the Bentley area of Walsall, quite similar to this one, that I definitely will be visiting ASAP. It's just, you know, finding the time, etc. But for now, hope you've enjoyed this one, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you.